One of my favorite things about our partnership with Accenture is seeing such a variety of leadership join our events. And the Accenture team does an amazing job sharing the spotlight. And I'm really excited to see some new faces representing their team today as speakers and advisors. However, this next person I'm about to introduce, I've had the pleasure of working with for the past few months to drive the mentoring program for WIC founders. And I'm happy to introduce Caitlin McMillan as our panel moderator. Caitlin works with Accenture's Open Innovation team, where she helps Accenture's clients innovate through external partnerships and better understand market and investment trends to inform business strategy and decision making. In her spare time, she acts as a mentor and advisor for early stage startups on product market fit and go-to-market strategies. Prior to her role on the innovation team, Caitlin worked with teams across Accenture building out e-commerce platforms for retail clients. Very cool. So welcome, Caitlin, and I will let you take it from here. Perfect. Welcome, Elaine. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves as you come up on stage. And thank you for joining us today, ladies.
Thank you. Excited to be here. Elaine, I think you're speaking mute.
Oh gosh, there it was again, the other speaker. Yeah, so we're so excited. I think Caitlin's out there too, so she'll be here, hopefully here in a second. We are really excited, the three of us and Caitlin as our moderator today to be the power panel. I'm Elaine Kosmetzis. I'm thrilled to be coming from Minneapolis, Minnesota, what we like to call the bold north. I'm a director in business operations in Accenture, currently managing the operations of our Cloud First team in North America. In my role, I'm responsible for leading the execution of our cloud strategy, which is to partner with and help our clients achieve great value in the cloud. Think of me like an orchestra conductor who, with the music written by the composer in hand, brings together the sound crew, the lighting, the HR, the finance teams, the leaders, the instruments, the musicians, to, in a synchronized way, all understanding the same vision together, make it happen, make the beautiful music for our clients and the world. I'm a very passionate and dedicated mental health advocate, so I love everything I heard from both Ashleys on taking care of ourselves. I'm grateful for the chance to listen and help anyone achieve their mental health along their journey. At home, I am loved by my husband and daughter and son, and a village full of friends and family. So I'm really excited to be here. Thank you. Carolina, you want to go next?
Yes, I'll go next. So Carolina Azevedo, I have 20 plus years of Accenture, and I do not disclose how many the plus means. I started my career in Rio, Brazil, and moved to the US 6 years ago. I started as software engineer out of computer science college. And from that point, I started to engage in system integration, a type of programs, big ones. From that point, moved to be more IT portfolio manager for our clients with application infrastructure and managing our delivery portfolio inside Accenture. And for the ones that knows Accenture, there's so many opportunities that I like to think that I made tons of decisions to stay against a lot of opportunities in the marketplace. I have so many different jobs inside of one job, which make me grow and learn all the time. So that's what I love about it and about my career. And in that path, 2 years ago, I jumped in the Cloud First practice, which I felt that would give a lot from my system integration lens and make what I think is the big transformation, that is look at the cloud as the enabler of business end-to-end stack, not only with the infrastructure lens. So I'm passionate about that. I have been running that for the last 2 years for the West. I'm based out of San Francisco. And at home, I am mother of 2 daughters, which are now in college. So meaning that I am an empty nester. They are both in the technology career per se. One is mechanical engineer, the other is computer science engineer. So it's great to see that their path and their maturity and the journey that they are following. I'm passionate about sports. My husband is also an Accenturean. And actually, yeah, we love technology, but we are passionate on bringing that to our communities as well. So pretty engaged in schoolwork. Yeah, that's me. And I'm very, very happy to be here and contribute to that discussion today. And for you, Lindsay.
All right. Hello, everyone. Lindsay Walton. I am a Technology Recruiting Associate Manager with Accenture's Cloud First Services, where I lead recruiting teams to hire top talent to help deliver mission-critical and core business solutions in the cloud. I've been in tech recruiting for almost 18 years. I actually started on Valentine's Day and love what I do. Love to make it a win-win for both my company and candidates. I'm married. I have 2 ankle biters, but mine are a German Shepherd and a Pit Bull, so they may not be ankle biters. More like hip biters. But I'm based in Houston, Texas. Go Astros! And what I'd like to do is kind of go around the panel. We have an icebreaker question about, what gets us excited to come to work in the morning. So I'll start. And for me, it's knowing that I work for an organization where you can bring the real you to work. Like, how can we create the best solutions without celebrating and supporting our differences? Because that's really what makes us innovative. And we have a culture of equality that creates this environment where people feel a sense of belonging and acceptance. We have employee support groups and support networks outside of the company that provides resources where everyone can be their best self, both personally and professionally. So Elaine, I'll flip that question back to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Love how you answered that. That's exactly right. We do work for a great place. What excites me, I would say, to start off my mornings is I'm highly motivated, I will say, by being part of our clients and Accenture's kind of growth initiatives, most important projects. And I tell my career counselors that, oh my goodness, my son is cooking something in the kitchen. So I'm going to pass to you, Carolina, for a second.
Okay. Normal stuff at home. So what makes me wake up in the morning, honestly speaking, is people. Of course, I'm driven by the passion to get things done to our client, to create change. But what I really look for is the interaction with people. So I need to bond with my team, and I need to bond with the client. And then I wake up because I know that I'm important for them to help them, and they're important for me, for us to get into whatever the objective is for that moment in time. So I am a math nerd, let's say it this way, but I have this sense of that. I think what I really like is to engage with people. And that's what makes me wake up every single day, motivated to go through whatever the journey of the day is. Sometimes it's a 6-hour journey, hopefully on Fridays. Sometimes it's a 14, but that's what makes me happy to wake up every day. And I don't know if we have Caitlin back. Oh, we have Elaine back.
We have Elaine.
So yeah, let's go for you, Elaine, on what motivates you each morning.
Oh my goodness, that was pretty exciting. Sorry about that. My son was trying to make his lunch. So I think I was saying I'm motivated by being part of really impactful things. And at Accenture, we do such critical things for our clients. So, feeding that for me and that motivating piece of me. And also, I have this learning growth mindset, as we were talking about as well. And I need to feed that daily. So in the role I'm in with the different business areas I get to be a part of, I'm always kind of spent time thinking about solutions and unknown things that are coming up that need to be addressed. So I would say what motivates me is that purpose in my work every day, the variety in my day-to-day, meeting from meeting, and in the learning I get to achieve. That excites me to start my new mornings. So I think we will just keep going with our different questions here. I'll go ahead, and I was going to also share how we navigate different roles and how we move around within Accenture. And I've been with Accenture 24 years, and I have had many different roles in my time here, and have been on many different teams. And when I think back to why did I accept the offer with Accenture a long time ago, I did so believing that the consulting industry was going to bring me many rich opportunities. And indeed it has. I have had the privilege of working with 10 different clients, building technology solutions for them, and managing the operations of many businesses in Accenture. The opportunities for me have been just brilliant. And I tend to change roles every year and a half to two in Accenture. And the way I do that and how I navigate that is I have to come back to a lesson I learned very early on in my career, which was that no one can read your mind. As an analyst very early on, I was passed up for a role that I thought I was the perfect fit for. And I wanted badly. And when I did not get the role, I went to my leader and asked why I didn't get it. And he said, I didn't know you were interested. And so that shocked me and taught me pretty quickly to never let that happen again. And so I promised myself that I wouldn't let that happen. So every time I'm ready for that next new challenge, or I see the role out there that I'm interested in, I dig up the courage from within me to put it out there, make it known that I'm interested. I share why I believe I'm the right fit, how it will benefit the company, and why it's right for my professional growth. So I put it out there, though, knowing I may not get the role. That's very much a great possibility or a possibility, but I know I at least was considered. So don't assume anyone can read your mind.
Thanks for carrying us, team. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I was watching the event and I was like, oh, this is great. They're going to pull us all up. And then something happened and I wasn't in the room. So thank you guys for leading the way, and what great leadership we have here in this panel today. And they've shown that even just in the past couple of minutes with tech difficulties. So thank you all. I guess we can kind of hop right into it, but happy to be with you all on this Friday afternoon. Did we hit the icebreaker already?
We did.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So everybody's excited. Everybody's energized. I know I was excited to come to work today because of this event. So happy to finally be with you all. And wanted to cover a couple of different topics today. I guess we'll jump right into it since I know we're low on time. When we think about, and Carolina, this one's for you. When you think about your career in cloud, because I know, and you shared in your intro that you've been an amazing leader, woman leader in cloud. When you think about your career, how have the skill sets evolved over time? We know that the cloud industry has changed so much over the past few years and will continue to change. How have those skill sets needed for cloud changed from your perspective?
Yeah, so I think cloud is bringing a different requirement from us, and in my opinion, and we may have those cycles in the IT career because it's changed so fast, right? But at some point, it was very deep on specialization. You needed to be the number, very, very deep in a certain technology, in a certain product. And that was the main thing for you to have your brand and your impact in the marketplace. And that's where everybody went after, let's say a decade ago. What cloud is bringing, it's kind of open source that, right? It's open skill. So I think it doesn't take out the mission for us to be specialized. This is what any company is looking for, people that knows exactly how to navigate this new technology and modern engineering practices. But the best professional is the one that can see broader than their own specialty. So we would call that the T-shaped type of skills. So when I'm looking at people in cloud, I want to have the architecture guy. I want to have someone that knows exactly how Kubernetes work, how to code, how to do infrastructure coding, how to do application development with native cloud capabilities, but also how those things come along together. Because that's how cloud is bringing us. It's bringing kind of a broader spectrum of a platform that enabled the business with all full stack. And I think it was Ashley Green that started saying that those boundaries between infrastructure, application, and architecture, they are going down. So the more we amplify, even in the beginning of our career as analysts, I am a software engineering, but I know enough what are the challenges on the architecture, what are the challenges on infrastructure to contribute as a team in that collaboration node. So Agile is there to show us how to operate in a pod and how to operate all these capabilities together. And I think that's what is being pushed to us. So I see my practice in the cloud first, that not only the specialization, but having the broader view of the end-to-end stack is something that creating tons of value to our programs and to our clients. So if I, look at you guys and say that how you develop yourself, look around the capabilities around your own specialty, that will put you in a very differentiated position.
Love that. Yeah, thank you. And I think too, at Accenture, one of the best things that I found in my journey and career here is that everyone's willing to teach and learn and bring others along for the journey. So if there's a skill out there that you think, oh, I really need this to do XYZ on this project, but you don't have that skill set, certainly there's somebody else at Accenture who does. And I think that's a good segue, Lindsay, into one of the questions we had for you, which is what skills do recruiters look for when someone's applying for Accenture and all the different roles across cloud, across technology? What are some of the things that you all look for on your teams?
Well, we look for people that have the passion for technology, whether they're going through training, going to certifications, coder camps, that desire to constantly learn and upskill. Of course, we look for the soft skills, the written, the communications when we're talking to candidates. We want those that can work in a team environment, work independently, also lead teams, but also truly have an understanding of what we do as a company. As it relates to more of like the technical skills, which are always evolving, but when we look at like the requirements of what they'd be doing, or history would be more along the lines of working on, as it relates to the cloud, of course, working on or implementing cloud migration projects, designing, deploying cloud services, leading data strategy engagements in the cloud, exposure to DevOps methodologies, agile methodologies, working with infrastructure, cloud tech. It pretty much scans all of IT. It's just a matter of if they've actually done the work and the types of tools and training that they have. The certifications are really critical within our specific cloud practices, but there are other areas where you can learn and pick up those skills. We have certain programs where we would train you on that to get you certified. We don't have to come in necessarily with the certifications right off the bat. But my advice for those that are applying to our open positions, especially the technical ones, be sure, because recruiters, we're a very compliant organization where we're held to our job descriptions that are posted, that resumes have to, if you're applying to like a specific role, make sure that your resume, you're including those position specific skills when applying, because we kind of have to match those to our job descriptions. But really any of those that, just shows that passion, and we're always upskilling, always innovative, always, the team player is what we're looking for.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this during the prep too, but there are tons of opportunities also for folks who don't come from the traditional STEM backgrounds.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit more about some of those opportunities, maybe quickly?
Yes. I'll talk real fast. We launched our North America apprenticeship program back in 2016 to create this new career pathway for talent who do not have a 4-year college degree. So you have a high school diploma, GED, or an associate's degree. This is a full-time, year-long earn and learn program that provides basically structured learning, on the job training, mentorships to help build your skills and help advance your career. And the goal is to provide a pathway for a full-time role with Accenture after you complete the program. This is, again, we're looking for team players, strong collaborators, communication skills, general understanding, whether it's training or experience in, say, project management, coding, graphic design, data analysis, because you might be spending your day supporting application design and development coding. You may be working on large-scale IT transformations, project management, and or providing that high-touch support to internal and external customers. In addition to that, real quick, I'd like to also plug our Return to Work program, which this actually offers an experience for those that already have a technology background, but they may have taken a 18 plus month career break. And it's basically an opportunity to come back to work. It's called a 16-week paid returnship, and will refresh your skills. You'll learn new technologies, which you'll use on a project-based assignment. And the goal is at the end of that to get you to a full-time role within Accenture. And all this information, if you go to Accenture.com, type in return to work or apprenticeship, and you'll find tons of more information on that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I do want to be cognizant of the time, because I know that with the tech difficulties, we kind of run out of time. And I know there's some awesome entrepreneurs coming up who are going to do some quick demos of their technologies and the companies that they're building. So we'll do a real rapid fire to close things out. Best piece of advice. Elaine, let's start with you. Best piece of advice for women in cloud leaders.
I would say I think we talked about, just knowing people can't read your mind, but go after change and new roles. Don't be afraid to jump into cloud. It is a new area, but cloud's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. We're all jumping into this. We're all there, and we're going to get there. So jump in, lean on each other, motivate others along the way, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to jump in.
Awesome. Carolina, what about you?
Maybe close to what Elaine said. I will give a couple of angles. One is network. I think the new hybrid mode put us in a lot of stuff that is good, but make networking and having your support system more challengeable to build. So be cognizant that that's one of the most important to carry on your career, to create those connections. And I said that this is my passion to wake up every day, but that's truth. The people around you is what really matters, and what to kind of create the collaboration environment for you to grow. So make sure you be that intentionally in whatever situation you are, a consultant, in the industry, doesn't matter. And the second part is kind of a little bit basic, but I think I realized that only with a lot of maturity. Be confident. Be confident. You have a lot of value in your talent. Don't let any of the situations put you down. Be confident, because that's halfway. You will be able to leverage your talent and your knowledge in a much broader way if you're confident. So that's my 2 pieces of advice.
Love it. Thank you. And Lindsay, we'll round it out with you.
Echoing Carolina, network, stay connected. These events where you're networking and learning, having a solid network has always been a great way for me to learn new things and gain experience with the latest IT trends and methods, and it helps broaden my reach and feel supported. And I highly recommend everyone on this call that's interested in opportunities and what we do at Accenture. If you go to Accenture.com and you go to the career site, there's select a life at Accenture, and there's a registration form where you can get to your inbox, understand the different types of stories about our people, culture, and types of projects as well. And do connect with us on LinkedIn.
Yes, definitely that too. Yes, and I think they're posting some of the sites in the chat. So thank you so much. I'm so lucky to have worked with you and continue working with you all through the Women in Cloud program. I have been inspired by all of these leaders on the panel, as well as the Ashleys, and have benefited from their direct leadership and mentorship. So sorry for cutting it short, but thank you all. And Erin, WIC team, I will pass it back to you.
Fantastic job, ladies. You got to love technical difficulties and mom duties popping up. So Elaine, I hope your kitchen's okay. No matter what, the show must go on, and our panelists did an amazing job of improvising and moving forward. And thank you for sharing your insights and advice to our community.